That attack has just been annihilated. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one we're moving on to Stage 2 and Phase 2 of my Allied Surge Warpath, playing with Arbeiterkampfbrigade Leipzig. It's been really fun so far, playing with both the East and West German units. We also picked up the American task force, so we've had some American units joining us. And today we're going to be on the defense against the Czechoslovakians, so it's going to be a wide array of units in this battle today. Operational authority is at 238, so I would like to spend that. I am very tempted to upgrade Task Force Gladiator so that we have some M1 IPs at our disposal. So we're going to do that. And then the remaining operational authority I should either use to top up my forces, i.e. get some more Schützen and stuff, or I could just add some more engineer support. This could be a good idea, because we're probably going to get more value out of 15 engineer support than we are in our force as a whole. Even though my BMP 1P Schützen are only on 5, which is a bit sketchy. But I think that's okay. It will add the engineer support since we're playing as the defense. And we'll go to events, and we've got extended operations. Really? It's usually a benefit, which is why it's blue. But in the case of a defense, it's actually a negative, a big negative. Oof. It would be good for the raid, but we'll stick to the defense against the Czechoslovakians. Let's go. Allied Surge Phase 2, Stage 2 at midday. So usually, if I was playing this just on my own, I might just go into another raid, but I want to keep things mixed up and interesting for you guys, so yeah, we'll take the difficult battle today up against the Czechoslovakians. I do at least have these T-55s. We do also have the Abrams available. I'm just curious where I should put these. I kind of feel like this area here would be really nice. So let's put the M1 IPs up here. These are challenges. I just thought I'd double check what that is. So maybe not then. Maybe we do put the T-55s up here. And then we put the M1 IPs over here. Because there's only scimitars, some Chieftain Mach 6s on the flank. What's the range on these? 2,400? I could try and park them up on this ridge on the right. That might not be a bad idea. And then we can just have another unit that kind of holds the flank next to them. Put some like KDA up there. Okay. And then back here we'll put maybe the M3s up on this hill. Those are the M3 Bradleys. Sorry about the camera. Just like to jump about occasionally. We can put the Humvees all the way back here so that they can engage at max range. Then I might want something in the town, maybe some Schützen or something. I could also back these up with strong points. Although my strong points are KDA. That's something, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll put one back here anyway. And I may want another one maybe on this town. I'll put one a bit further back. Some strong points. Okay, we'll definitely want some recon. So we'll put a recon there, put a recon up here. Maybe put a recon on this side. Probably use one up front, one next to these tanks. And one on the corner over here. Could probably put one on the flank of this town. Side as well. We don't want them in direct contact, so they'll be driving towards the town, right? So we don't want them directly in the way, otherwise I'd put one right up in front, but that's not going to work. Die too fast if I do that. A little bit of defense in depth there, but otherwise I think one more strong point's not a bad shout. I don't think we'll need it on the left. It'd probably be in the town here that would be a good idea for it. Okay, a little bit of layered defense there in the town. Let's finish off placing down the rest of my troops. So I think we're going to put the command on this left side to help the challengers in the T-55s. I will definitely need supply. And what am I doing at Foxtrot? Not too much by the looks of things. I really don't have many forces left. Okay, well, I might just put these over here instead. I'll put them next to that strong point. Okay, let's confirm that, and off we go. I've no idea how intense this is going to be, but could be kind of rough. Anyway, really cool to see the M113s with the KDA there. Look at that. Very cool. KDA spread out in their foxholes as well. On the edge of the ridge, looks like we're joined by the British forces. Of course, we already saw the challengers over there. 55s dug in on the ridge here. Nice. Just need to make sure my M1 IPs get up into position here. And we'll let the KDA sit up on this ridge for now. We've also got these Bradleys that have pretty good positions. Nice open signlight there. Awesome. The tanks have got a lot of work to do. I'm really hoping we can hold the line here. That artillery is just brutal. It's just smashing these units to pieces. Alright, here it comes. The BMP ones with Streltsy. We've also got some OT-64s moving up here with Streltsy. Maybe I could drop some DPICM on their artillery just to counter that. Swing fire is actually elite veterancy, so hopefully they can kill some of these. There are some tanks coming up there. We've been smoked on our T-55, so they can't help. Get the Humvees with the toes into the tree line here. But they are ready to engage. Now it seems as though they have come at an angle which is going to be difficult for the Challenger and the T-55s to engage at. As soon as they come out of this cover though, we should have a nice crossfire. And they've got to get pretty deep into this tree line to actually secure it, because the KDA and the Schutzen are waiting. It may be that my supply would be better off next to the M3s here, because they're going to use up their toes faster than their Abrams use up their gun weapons, or gun ammo, I should say. The rate of fire of having 6 of these tanks is really nice. Okay, the Abrams are getting shots in, that's good, that's what we want. They've had time to dig themselves in as well. Only thing that I wish I had right now is rally. Because these T-55s and like their artillery is so oppressive. It's just constant right now. We've got the KDA ready to intercept the Streltsy. These M1 IPs, we gotta get killed there quickly.
Zone lost.
Maybe I can drop some artillery DPICM on some of this infantry. I didn't realise it was actually a BMP2, but we should probably kill the HQ first, so we get rid of their buff. And I'll just drop the DPICM. I don't want to break my cover here, but that artillery is spot on. Okay, my Duggan KDA will hopefully chew up those Streltsy in time. We'll let the M1 IPs start retreating. I want to try and maintain the veterancy on those. Good hit. Alright, we'll let the KDA get back into position here. And we'll have to bring back those tanks ASAP. We'll get some pioneers over here. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. It might be okay. Maybe I don't need the tanks here just yet. I could always tell the Bradleys to go home, because I think we got the recon in front of them anyway. I don't think the HGMs are going to be too effective. I'd much rather have the M1 IPs. I want a little bit of like a decent unit in Echo, so the Pioneers would be a nice choice. Abbott's trying their best there. Nice kills onto these T-72s though. Oh, beautiful. They don't have recon with those, so they're just taking tons of shots for free. The guns on those AM2s are very nice. Okay, it's time for the Abrams to come back. Let's hope the strong point and my Schützen can hold the line at Foxtrot. Another bunch of stuff coming in. So I'm really hopeful that we can hold Echo and Foxtrot, because between them, it's like over 100 operational authority. That being said, there's a lot of units coming up this hill. I don't think those two on their own will be able to get the job done. It really comes down to whether or not these T-55s can start chopping up some of this armour. These Conquerors vehicles, they're going to be taken out nice and easy. The tanks, they're going to be a problem. Now they've found these units, I almost feel like I should just retreat with these Schützen. But they're doing a decent amount of damage. I can also DPICM. Once we get it below 10, we'll start retreating.
Zone lost.
And hopefully the DPICM will do plenty of damage there. I think we'll go with maybe some Schützen this time into Foxtrot. That attack has just been annihilated. We'll get the Abrams back up in this position. I think it was okay. I wish I could put them here, but I'm not sure. Like, they keep probing behind the back of this
Zone captured.
forested area, so I don't really want to sit here and get flanked. That's why I was opting to head over here instead. Gonna let these set up in a similar position. Now they've taken Foxtrot, I've got to be careful they don't come for Lima, although we will see it happening because we have the recon across the river here. Small river in between. We have recon the whole way down. We are causing a lot of casualties. BMP2, they're actually engaging me out of range of my guns, which is bad. Really bad. At least we stopped that mortar fire. But I feel like I'm going to have to break cover here. Pull back a bit. The BMPs stop firing at me with those HGMs. And hopefully the Challenger can shoot them. They get a bit closer. We let the T-55s fix themselves up, and then we'll drive back up on that hill. Good. Okay. It's been tense so far, but manageable. That first wave was pretty big coming into Foxtrot there, but we managed to put these guys in position and they're going to be digging in. I might replace the supply just so that we have as much as we need.
Zone captured.
So they're now dug in. Supply will be ready in 30 seconds. So if this was like a normal defensive battle, we would be done in 5 minutes. But because it's going to take an extra 5 minutes, we probably end up having to deal with a bunch of extra units, which is a real pain. Curious where they are though. They might be sniffing around Foxtrot again. Because they can come in from this point and this point. So they could come in on this point on the right and then attack to the left. Because these lines don't necessarily dictate where the AI attack. These lines just dictate which sectors need to be captured in order to capture the next sector. So the AI often will come in here but actually attack over, like say on a hotel or vice versa. And it can catch you out because they can come in at a lot of different angles. I'll get the supply back over here. Make sure that that is in the correct position to cover those tanks. Make sure we got enough supply there. Otherwise, good stuff so far. These guys, they're dug in, but they don't have the concealment, so I need to sort that out. Just going to speed things up a bit until we start to see the enemy. I might drop an area recon here. There's nothing coming in from that direction. Ah, here they are. Here they are. Right, so they've just kind of plowed through the middle of Foxtrot and Echo, which could leave me in a bit of a pickle. I'm going to move over my Humvee. They can't capture Lima without capping Foxtrot first. Are they coming in for a rocket strike here? Well, that's no good, is it? Su-25s with rockets. The Pioneers are going to be forced off there. There's no way they can sit and hold that position. We'll drop the artillery DPICM on the corner. I think the Humvee is doing a good job here of picking off units. Maybe I can run my T-55s over here to start engaging from the flank.
Zone lost.
Oh, beautiful DPICM. Really good. That hit perfectly. Alright, you have got to go and get supply.
5 minutes remaining.
I'll get the Humpy Toes back in position there. It's an Mi-24! Well, that's no fun. Thankfully, that doesn't have anything too crazy, I don't think. It's just rockets. Try and keep the M1 IPs healthy. Like to try and get into the sector here just to capture this, even if I am losing a lot of those. There's always a chance here that they're going to just like last minute cap something. It's very unlikely that they're going to last minute cap Echo. They could certainly be pushing on the Foxtrot right now. I wouldn't know any better.
Zone captured.
Okay, we got Echo. We'll let the KDA go home. Gonna move my tanks into position here. Let me just check this side of Foxtrot. Okay, looks like we're relatively clear for now. Let's get that supply out of there. If we can hold Echo and Foxtrot, this would be such a good second phase for this warpath. It really would. Right, 2 minutes. Really not long now. You see how the extra minutes really matter. Like, we're basically about to get hit another time because of the extra 5 minutes when the game would have already ended normally. So that extended phase is really not good on defense. It kills into the ME2s though. Is that Su-25s again? Oh, is that cluster? Oh no. Ouch. At least we kind of held the line there, but we lost a tank.
1 minute remaining.
I won't buy anything else in now because at the beginning of the next phase, which we'll probably have to do another defense, we will be able to just buy in our troops right to the front line. The artillery is so persistent, it really is. Because these guys can't repair because they just don't really have time to. Every time the artillery is hitting them, it's resetting the count. Good. And that's the end. All right, well, clean phase, I would say. Yes, we still lost 20 men, but they lost 171 dead, 92 wounded for us, 551 for them. The KD is really good for this battle. T-55 AM2s held the left flank, even better than the Abrams held the right flank, honestly. Our infantry did okay. I mean, these KDA actually took out quite a lot of units. Not too bad. Let's move on to the next phase. Another defense, of course, it's the same defense. We just need to do the second phase of it. But we have 263 operational authority, which is beautiful. So I think I can finally get some more deployment points. I might even double up on deployment points, honestly. And then maybe we can just add some more reinforcements. I don't think I need to restore the M1 IPs. We could restore the Schützen. Pioneers, get the KDA. Do I want to get the looks back up together? We'll definitely get the supply. We'll get the looks. And maybe I'll get the Chaikas ready to go again. That's fine. Perfect. That looks good. We don't need any more engineer support. We've already got the units down that we had from the previous one. And I don't think many of the recon squads got taken out. Let's go to events. And it's uneventful. Allied Surge Phase 3, Stage 2 at 6 PM. So I'll probably maintain the same defenses as we used before, just because it was very effective. We will shift the Abrams back up onto the hill. Or at least near the hill. I guess I could maybe have them a bit further forwards like so, and then we actually kind of cover the left side a little bit there. These guys are still good. That's nice. We're going to get a strong point in there. We'll put a BMP with Schützen next to them to hold the line. Okay, these two are holding. That's good. Humvees are in position. T-55's into position. I think I'm going to bring back the Bradleys on this position now that we have a bit more points to work with. Because the angle of attack there would have been good for the Bradley to be hitting them in the side. I could also maybe bring in some Pioneers back here to help on this front. Although that's going to make them quite a big arty target. But it is the best place for them to be. We get the KDA to come and assist the Abrams on the right again. And I think we're good to go. Estrella, actually, now I think about it, could have been a better choice. But I don't think they did too much damage before. Like, the cluster one was scary, but it only killed one of my tanks. So I wasn't too displeased. I think we set up a really nice defense here, like sort of cushioning their attacks every time. Allowing them to come in enough that we can then get shots in from multiple locations. And we've got eyes on them the whole time because of these recon squads. The RDMs. The recon infantry nearby. Kind of tempted to bring these up onto the ridge though. Something like that. We can leave the KDA behind them so they don't get flanked by infantry. I can actually use another supply on the right. I don't have one there at the moment. It would be really useful for these troops. That way we can keep the KDA at full health, and also territorial rifles and the Schützen. Anytime something actually gets in that town, we'll be able to push them back out again as long as they're fully replenished, so having supply there would be a nice idea. I just don't know what I would take away at the moment. Seems like the next attack's going to occur here. The Strela for the MO24D as well. Seems like it should be something I should bring. That smoke's not good, we're gonna have to back it up. Let's just turn the KDA. We'll let them in place. And maybe they'll have a little bit of time to entrench. I think I'm going to try and get the supply over here. Good hits into the OT-60Cs. That is a fierce knife fight. T-72s at very close range there. We're holding the line. Just a lot of troops. I don't think the supply being here is actually going to be very fruitful. I should soon gotta go. Well, let's DPICM these. And that might actually do the job. I'm going to fall back with those M1 IPs. I'll let them come to the town now.
Zone lost.
Okay. Oh, the supply is being smacked by the helicopter. Lost the T-55 there as well. One of the helicopters did get shot down, which is nice. We managed to hold the line.
Zone captured.
Crazy. Okay, as soon as the Abrams are ready, they gotta come back. No doubt. Well, we'd have line of sight from there, but... oh, that's just too far, that's why. I'll just start moving up the M3s and just engage at close range then. We let that supply fix up the Pioneer, and then
lost.
We want to really bring up another BMP-1P there. We've got the Strela this time. Those Schützen need to retreat. A lot of infantry. It may be worth me just keeping these back in the tree line here, because there's a lot of BMP-1s and stuff. The KDA running across the open will not last very long at all. And we're going to do supply here. Ouch. I really thought my Bradleys would do better in that situation, but I think they just got outnumbered. Well, let's hope that DPICM finishes us off some of those units. We'll drive towards the helicopters. I think the 50s should eventually take them down. Looks like they just ran out of ammo and left. Okay, M1 IPs running them down. We like it. We like it. Well, we'll get back on the Echo. We'll probably keep the M1 IPs, I think, on this side now. On that side, they just don't seem to be doing too great. I'll bring some looks over here as well, I think, for my recon. Supplies set up. Hopefully fix up those T-55s a bit. Get the Schützen back on their feet. Kind of need a supply for the right side as well. That would be pretty good. We'll send the Lukes all the way over to the right. They can then get up on this ridge and just give me eyes, and then I can decide what I want to do with the M1 IPs further back. Okay, here we go again. The T-55 is actually under a lot of fire here. Wow. It was as if they weren't even dug in. They came in, fixed them up, they just died. Terrible. I'll get my M1 IP to go for a little drive here.
What's next?
Fortunately, my Humvee here is doing a fantastic job of sniping some of these vehicles.
Reporting multiple takeouts.
I've only got 4 of those T-55s left. That's not good. I'll put the Lukes where I had the M1 IPs on the right, yeah, just so that we have eyes up on the ridge. Kind of curious why these challenges aren't engaging as much. I think their line of sight's just a little bit off there because they're slightly too far on the top of the hill. They're getting some good shots in though when they are firing. That Challenger just looks like it's completely on fire. Help them boil their cup of tea, I suppose. Repositioning these M1 IPs has been a very good idea. Very good. Okay, there is 6 minutes left. Seems like another secondary attack is coming in on Foxtrot. But those two units are working together perfectly. We'll let the T-55s move over to the right side. And I'm going to get the M1 IP up on the ridge to engage these T-72s. Kind of annoying that they're coming in behind us here. Oh, we just took a nasty side shot before we went up on that ridge. Good here nearly. Oh man. Not good, not good, not good. Thankfully we killed them in time. The T-55s are carrying me here, surprisingly. Big kills. Let me just check if there's anything else, because that was a lot of forces that came through there. My pioneers were working so well with those muchets and... I love the way that I brought in the Streller and then we never saw our helicopter ever again. That's unfortunate. Get these T-55s fixed up a bit though. And it looks like I might have to rush over to the right now instead. And the T-55s can go too. We'll let this supply just be used to fix up the BMPs. BMP 1P there. When they start engaging us in the town, we'll be ready because I have the DPICM. So we can use that to assist our victory.
Ready. Compliment ended. Technik Koordinaten für den Angriff.
I maybe place that a bit too far back. That might friendly fire a little bit.
Eingerichtet. Ziel getroffen. Angriff war erfolgreich. Zone Army. Bereit.
As soon as these Abrams come around the corner, we should be in range to finish things off. The Tava's just running straight into the down. There's a like recon BMPs basically. Now what we got to deal with here? Is that rockets or is it cluster? Rockets. Okay, rockets isn't so scary. Briefly drive towards them.
What's next?
1 minute remaining.
Very, very good. That was awesome. Having the T-55s assisting the Abrams. Really interesting.
What's next?
Oh no, we're gonna lose Hotel in the last second. Oh, I think we hold it. I wasn't paying attention on that side. Alrighty, wow, that's good. 50 dead, 279 for them. That's like a 5-1. We had 162 wounded. They're 694. That's a lot. Yeah, the Abrams this time really carried their weight. T-55s also, of course, did a lot of work. But the BMP-1s and also the Pioneers at close range, especially on that point, really, really did a lot of damage. So I'm happy with my infantry too. And then we have it. That is stage 2 complete. And next time around, we'll be moving on to stage 3 and phase 4. So we've got 235 operational authority. We'll probably have to get ourselves back on our feet. And maybe we'll do an attack against the Polish. Could be interesting, rather than a meeting engagement against the East Germans. Just keep mixing it up. I really like playing against like lots of different types of units. It's really cool to see them all in the game. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's episode of Regiments. A lot of fun. I do like those defense missions. They're really good fun trying to get the right positioning so that you can cut down the enemy forces as they come towards you. They can really get out of hand sometimes, but we fortunately held the line. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.